Bloody did say he'd probably be 20 minutes late, so we have time to do stuff.
Cool. What map are we supposed to be on? I was talking and I forgot that I was muted.
What'd you say?
I said cool to your first thing, and then I asked what map we were supposed to be on.
You are on Anaheim Electrons and Sky right now.
I was just making sure.
Yep.
Guess what snack I had? Because I'm an adult.
A Lunchable?
No, you know those like little breadsticks that you dip in like the cheese?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy.
They make Oreo ones of that.
No, that's too much.
Or gotta go old school and go Lance's old peanut butter sandwiches.
Ooh.
With the crackers and the peanut butter.
Oh man, this was so damn dry, dude.
They're so good.
Hello.
Ugh, gross. Everyone's scramble.
Mm.
Probably set up. I do not. Let's see here. So discounting these 5 and you.
Drawing lewd art.
God damn it. Let's see here. Okay.
I'm tired.
You're tired?
Yeah, I got a new muscle relaxer. It's been fucking with me.
God, I wish that were me.
Probably not, because it's for pain problems.
Oh. Oh, I'm on pain mode right now for the month, so.
Not fun. but no, I just kind of out of it.
Like, drink like 2 monsters. Counteract it.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll just go have a heart attack.
Hey man, I drank 2 monsters back to back, and all I felt was my heart beating, so that's fine.
That's concerning.
Nah,
Nah.
I was fine. I went to bed right after.
I knew a girl in the 11th grade when I was going to pre-college classes that drank 6 Red Bulls a day.
Oh my god, that's too
God.
much.
That's just scary.
Like, I'm at the stage to where if I just have a monster, I'm just hyper tired. But I think even that would kill me.
I don't even know. How did they not get like gut rot or like an ulcer or something from all that sugar?
You know, at some point I think she was just a white girl impervious.
Damn, the immunity.
Mm-hmm. She was looking of batshit crazy, so.
Oh,
Anyways,
Noir.
What's up?
So, you told me that Andromeda's 4 months, right?
4.5, 5 months, yeah.
Okay, so I was like, what goes on during that? Because I've never been pregnant before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh shit, she gets energy. She's at her fucking prime right now.
Oh boy.
well,
And
it's a good
the
thing we're
cravings are
dropping
worse,
into
apparently.
energy. Oh no! Did we bring all the fruitcakes?
She's got her pickles, she's fine.
There's a crate full of fruitcakes on the thing, yeah.
I consume it all.
I can see what I. We're all gonna die out here.
I used just over there stuffing his face full of like fucking fruitcakes, and we're all like starving.
Turn them into calorie mates.
Yeah.
Keep you, because you still can't. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Is that
JK.
the Letty?
Actually on time, Letty? What the fuck?
What
oh
the
my
fuck?
God! He's gracing us with his presence.
Whoa.
I feel blessed.
You should, my child.
Any word from Poison?
I haven't heard anything. Then again, I haven't really been doing anything other than grinding an MMO today.
I can't. You couldn't even come down to chat and hang out with us as we played Dragon Quest 11. Why are we doing this?
Oh yeah, how are you liking that? I played that when it came out on PS4.
I beat it when it came out for the original.
I think I'm going to play some
are
Majora
there-
after this.
Are there
I'm
any
just-
major changes between like that version and the original that came out?
Quality of life, the Switch stuff,
Okay.
some extra extra outfits and shit. You can quote unquote marry other people besides Genma.
Oh. Reminds me of like the Atelier DX upgrades.
I say quote unquote because technically it even says in the thing you're not married, you are quote unquote benefactors of each other.
Oh,
What's your favorite Dragon Quest?
Who, mine?
Yeah, or just anybody that wants to answer.
I've only played 2.
Eight's the only one.
I've only played 8 and the one that was
I've-
on the Wii.
I've played 8 and 9, and I like 8.
3.
I think it was called Dragon Quest Warriors.
I don't remember which ones I've played.
Is that the Dynasty Warriors one?
No,
No, that's Dynasty.
that's the one that was on the Wii that had the goth waifu.
Mm-hmm.
I remember playing a spin-off of it.
3 because it was the first one in like 1972 to introduce the first ever like self-insert character for a Dragon Quest game.
Oh, I take it back. I also had a Dragon Warrior Monsters 2. I don't think that's
I
the same
remember
thing.
playing that. I remember playing that.
I don't know why I had it, but I had the girl version. I
It
think I got it for my birthday.
it was a game.
It sure was.
I remember liking that Dragon Quest Heroes PS4 game, the World Tree one. It was a super long title.
Probably 8.
Yeah, it's called Dragon Quest Heroes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tree.
It's called Dragon Quest Swords,
Swords.
not Warriors.
Where are your swords at?
The Wii mode
Have
is
I-
the sword.
I have a hard cut up for 3 hours, by the way.
What are you doing tonight?
More MMO grinding.
Being a gamer.
Being
Wow.
a gamer.
Wait. So you're telling me you're gonna ditch us after 3 hours to play with other friends?
Yes, exactly.
That
How does it make you feel? How does it make you feel? Tell me. Tell me.
Can't believe I have to kill
Oh.
Judy the bunny.
Oh, it's a good thing there's not a Judy the bunny.
Uh huh.
Look at this goth waifu.
Send.
I did.
Where? Oh,
in the chat.
nice.
Those boots.
Yeah.
Some red ass
She was
heeled
supposed
rain
to be a
boots.
nun.
That's
That's a
a nun.
She was supposed to. I think.
Somebody was living out a lolly fantasy when they made that one. Jesus.
Yeah.
Apparently you haven't played 11 then.
Nope.
There's a lot of kids in 11.
We
Jesus.
between just between the shit that I played through on it and the shit that we're sitting there as Crescents watching, and we're just sitting there like, this man just talked about his cock and balls.
Oh.
And
Have you?
and we're just like, huh. This is a kid's game, by the way.
Are you talking about Dragon Guard?
You're a girl.
You're a girl.
Fucking Dragon Ball. OG Dragon Ball.
Because Dragon Guard 3 is, oh my god. They don't, they're not subtle at all. Like, all the male characters are sex slaves.
Hey, after this, you guys want to watch me play Majora and be absolutely ass mad about a fucking water temple?
I mean, I'd be down to watch someone get destroyed as the moon destroys the world because they're running out of time.
I beat the first temple, and the next one's a fucking water. And I regret.
Alright. Let me go grab
Howdy.
this.
Oh shit. Hello.
I'm gonna get rid of that. To be fair, only one of those girls in that game were like a sex fanatic.
Only one of them was like overly about that, but that was like the main core point of the whole game. Like, they all did it, and it was all like their weird sex magic. Fucking intense.
To be fair, we don't talk about one because if you read the source material, the sister's like batshit crazy for her own brother.
Yeah, that was weird.
Sounds
You
about
know
I
right.
mean,
what game that I want to
to be
play?
fair, it wasn't as bad as number one, where they had the literal pedophile, and then the women who ate babies got eaten. These-
She only ate babies because she like went insane.
Just like the other guy.
I mean, that's a good reason to eat babies.
I mean, yeah.
But to be fair, that whole game was pretty insane. So
Like as much as Drakengard 2 get shit because it really is a terrible game, the fact that you see Kaim just walking onto battlefields and being a badass, just going, fuck you.
oh, yeah, that was great. I feel like the only reason it got so much flack was because it was an entirely different kind of game. The plot was so different.
Well, the thing is though, is you beat Drakengard 2, and you realize that this is the alt path where you actually stop the rest of the games from happening. And it's like, oh, cool. This is the game we don't want to play till the end. Congratulations.
Yeah, I really like how Yoko Taro does that with those games and how there's a bunch of different endings.
All right. So, we all good and ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, you guys unlocked season 2 of the game. Technically was Solomon's Curse from the beginning, not Future's Chrome. But hey, season 2 of Solomon's Curse.
Hoggers.
So now we have 4 more seasons and a movie.
Yo, cinematic universe.
Now I can kill off my character.
An epic battle, Keon dies.
Nothing bad will happen.
The bad in the battle around. All right. So last time on our grand adventure into space Russia, you met Wagner after after the city's grand attempt to blow a hole in the mountain, which came to a unrather boring end, as they simply only made a dent into what should technically mean a hole in the mountain. You also found another box. This one going to Quinn, who saw in the past the door held by several arms like trees. And Solomon's curse, or Solomon being cursed for something he did. You came back. You asked Barbosa some questions. You didn't ask them all because of time. So now you can arrange everything you need and get prepared as you drop from orbit down into, let's see, map here, this crater.
Oh.
Who was it? Who did it? Who left? Stoner. It was Stoner.
Some may say that was a tactical choice.
Of course, right before we jump, I'm going to go through the unskippable cutscene and ask who Solomon is.
It's typical cutscene.
Yes, good stuff.
All right. As everyone else gets ready, you see all the machines making their way, putting things together, making sure you have all your supplies, rations, and all that.
Can you please
Quinn.
kick me so I can rejoin?
No, I'm gonna make you watch only the stream. You have no control.
None of
Okay.
it.
Let me bring up the stream. At least you get more viewers.
Basically, she explains to you that from what they can gather, what you have experienced, what others have experienced, what they can gather from the memories of the boxes they've had and what you've had, they can surmise that Solomon was, in a sense, a leader to them at some point, somewhere along the lines.
Right after Becky.
Right after Becky.
Yeah, he took over after Becky stepped down. Remember?
Was that before?
That was before what?
So was that before or after Sabrina?
That was like 30 years before. I think Dan was still sub in charge then.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
remember. You remember Dan from accounting?
Oh, of course, yeah, Dan. Can't forget Dan.
Blink.
Have you not read the items in this campaign? What are you doing? You're not reading the deep lore?
No.
See,
You don't know
that's
Sabrina the Witch? Oh my
oh my
gosh.
god.
You have item descriptions?
Of course there are item descriptions. What are you talking about?
Are we not playing the same game?
We are
Oh, I gotta get the lore like it's Bloodborne through the atoms?
7 episodes into Futurist Chrome and now 1 episode into Solomon's Curse. You haven't been reading into this? Are you doing your homework? What are you doing?
I can't read too much text on my Nokia flip phone.
Hey, to be fair, one of us did get cocaine addiction, so they're off the hook.
To be fair, if you're on cocaine, you're super focused.
True.
Yeah, but you don't know how much he was on. He was too focused. It was like ADHD on hyperdrive.
It's super focused until you focus on getting more cocaine.
Yeah. He explains, or she explains, what they can surmise is Solomon was the leader to all of them. And below him, each one had a rank. So you can see someone was under him, someone under them, blah, blah, blah.
And you had the bottom bitch and then the main hoe.
And at some point, something happened. Some argument, some disagreement, something went sour. And it led to sides being taken for 60 of them. What you do know is 13 of them, i.e., the ones you have, tried to stop them. Given that you do know that every planet in this universe was at one point one giant super planet. Altogether, everything. The Pangea planet, if you will.
I either forgot or I did not learn. Could you go over what demon I had again?
You have Grimoire.
Yeah. Sort of
Oh yeah, yeah.
You have Grimoire, who went toe to toe with one of the demons on the other side and promptly took his head off. Unfortunately, it was too late. And she was taken. Instead of shooting bullets, you shoot ionized blades. All right. She will also explain that you that this war has been going on for so long, it's been 40,000 years. Every event, every memory dates back farther and farther. All right. But you guys wake up. You've had your long rest. Everything is being currently prepared for you. You've had your checkups. Bob has underwent extreme therapy.
He's fine.
Uh-huh.
Nothing wrong with him.
Everything's fine.
Huh?
What is Thomas's handout?
What?
Well,
Who
there
d-
is
who
others.
who did it? Who did it?
Oh,
Very nice.
I didn't do it. Or if I did, I forgot.
Oh, that feels
I
mean.
feel like that's a Letty move.
That's not a Letty Boom. I wish that was a Letty Boom. I would have claimed that instantly.
can't believe. I'll start killing people.
I didn't do it.
Really?
Wait,
You've been
this
saying
is
that for
better.
ages now.
Hey, now
Do
go
it.
look at it.
Nice. He's so cute.
Oh my god.
Who's your good at our ass?
All right. So, you all wake up about 10 in the morning. You find your step is a little bit jumpier. The area around you, something's kind of float around a little bit. You see some of the kitchenware, while it is strapped down, is slightly ajar.
We turned the gravity setting down.
And as you look up, or as you look out the window, you find you're in the orbit of space. The long, dark, endless stars going for miles on end. You can see ships going by. You can see what looks like stars or satellites going by. You're now in space above Bob. And you can see down from where you are onto its beautiful gaze. However, you do notice on the east side of it is cloudy, a dark mist covering it. And for a little while, you guys are in space. Enjoy.
Uh,
Is there zero gravity?
Uh, not on the ship, but it's enough to where you can float.
No.
Daily Bob check. I see him.
Yes.
Are you trying to perceive Bob?
I am perceiving Bob.
All
Oh
right.
wait, here, wait. Hold on.
Beat at 26. I dare you.
Yeah. Give me a second.
You joke, bum. You joke.
Oh
Buddy.
fuck, nope.
You are perceived.
Yeah, I don't think I have advantage on that front anymore.
We'll fall ground.
No, wait, hold up. I'm walking here. I'm walking you. You're doing it all wrong. Here, let me teach you. Let me hold up. She'll hop down and just bunny hop around through their low gravity. And stand up, I got you.
Apologies.
Right? See, you're doing it all wrong with your feet, okay? Listen. Don't look where you're going, feel where you're going. Yeah? Yeah? Now you
See,
try it. Okay, you got some potential.
This is weird. I'm not used to having such bouncy jumps.
That'll get you light on your feet.
I feel like I'm gonna trip and fall.
No, well, just don't do that, and then you'll be fine.
Just don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Nods.
Don't fall if I've had.
You can also just glide.
Pose, yeah, or you could just, face step. But who needs to miss step? Also, where would like the big windows be anyway?
More or less, you have him like here in the rooms. On the side here. Like, you can see one like this right here in the kitchen.
The bird would definitely just be like staring out.
The bird's a space worm. Frozen. Desolate. Stuck.
Just out of reach, unfortunate.
Oh no, look out, it's a space snake with an astro helmet on.
Uh,
Alright. You awaken. You're floating. Slightly. You can see there are spots on the wall where you can kind of hang on to little handles that can pull you along or give you like a boost. Bob stands there, thinking no one can see him,
Mm-hmm.
menacingly.
Do we entertain that thought, or are we just gonna like call him out on it?
Oh
No,
yeah,
he-
of course we do.
I don't see him.
100% he is. He's just ignoring it.
You don't get to roll again.
That's 6 seconds.
You take that net too, like a champion.
Hey,
Yeah.
It's fine. Pyre didn't see either way,
yeah.
even with advantage.
I'm going to
Everybody
guidance
else is in on the
myself,
joke.
and then I'm gonna do it.
Local Florida man has floated by through the space window. I see.
Yeah.
Oh no, local Florida man has bit the snake. Fuck.
You just see a frozen fish just floating through space,
Suck.
helmet on.
I'm just here to
God,
watch
that's-
like a nerd, if that's alright.
Why is that?
Chill.
Why is that space fish so sexy? What the fuck?
I know, right?
It's so beautiful.
Dumb.
What's you up to?
If you want, go to Catatron's. Click on Catatron and then go hit watch for the stream.
You don't
Oh,
have
shit.
to.
True. Thank you.
Go give her a view. She has a blinky.
God.
I have a blankie.
Glasses. Still elsewhere. All right. What do you do? It's about 10 in the morning. On not being able to really tell that, but you feel it.
Czar's hopping his way to the doctor's office.
Bob just thinks he's stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't.
What is he doing?
think
Is he
he is.
just like stealing food from like the kitchen?
No, he's just standing against the wall, like just.
Arms crossed.
I didn't like the shadow of like the wall.
Hugging the wall. Yeah, just like weirdly inching along it.
I'm invisible in the shadows.
Yeah.
If you don't move, they can't see you.
They're all T-Rexes.
Yeah. All right. You enter into the infirmary. You see everything is kind of held down and put together. You see the good doctor checking charts. You can see him using his other 6 arms to do other various tasks here and there. This man is a multitasking machine.
You know, the last time we were here was to watch him remove a cocaine addiction. That was quite something.
It was entertaining, yeah.
Hopefully we won't have to do it again anytime soon. But you never know, so should we ask him if there's any tips if he gets an addiction down there before we deal with the other thing?
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea. I don't know if he's going to relapse or not.
Bob, from the other from the other room, your ears begin to burn. You don't know why. They just do.
You just
Hey,
do.
Doc, man. Hey.
He starts scratching at him.
Yes. Can I help you today?
Yes, and I hope so. First of all, how would we deal with a cocaine relapse?
In case it happens.
Assuming we're not, able to come back to the ship in time.
Well, the normal way would just be to make his nanomachines turn up really high and burn away the substance. And then he just goes through detox.
I see, yeah, because he killed a bear last time, and
What's that stuff that they do for like overdosing? What's that medicine stuff called?
It's not adrenaline, it's
a cold shower.
Narcan, that's what it is. Just give me a bunch of those. I'll like EpiPen stab.
And I also remember him punching in the eye, so I don't want him freaking out too much.
He killed a bear. Context?
So on the Space Russia place we just last came from, there was was it cocaine or crack dealing USB selling space bears and
Cocaine.
yeah, cocaine. He's also asking Andromeda this.
She'll think and be like, pretty sure it was cocaine. Some sort of mafia.
Yeah, weird like mafia space bears in suits with cigars, and he killed one, and then we found him in a club, and he punched some girl in the eye. It was really bad. We had to get out of there, and then he's just kind of putting a hand over his mask like he's face palming.
I see. But we do have some drugs that will do this, yes. Go through detox. As well as anything else you may find down there.
Well, I just don't trust him to not get in that predicament again, so...
Yeah, better to have it than not need it, than need it and not have it. Yes, he's aware of the irony of that situation. That's why he's wearing the mask. Do you want to bring up the other question?
What?
He's asking you, did you want to bring up the other thing?
Oh,
He's embarrassed.
I got distracted by the fucking
Mm-hmm.
Twitch side YouTube gaming shit. But yeah, she'll smile at him, so he's not so embarrassed. Before we leave, I was wondering if maybe you could tell us the gender of our baby, just so we know.
Yes, if only he had foresight.
All right.
Don't you know in 4077 that you wait to ask your baby its gender? What the fuck?
What we doing a gender
What do you
reveal
think this
party
is
here?
about?
Yeah, we burned down the planet for that.
And
All
we
this-
destroyed like 2 cities all for this.
We still have yet to set a forest fire, but we're almost there.
Oh yeah.
Almost got all the
Yeah.
Gundam suits.
All right. He will ask you to get on the table.
Okay.
He basically puts his palms together. You see his 6 arms go out and like start at your feet, and they start scanning all the way up. Now, here comes the part that you and Balthazar get to choose. One of you roll a 1d2.
Do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
It's all you.
Okay. Yo,
Hmm.
pleb.
Okay. Okay.
Even numbers.
The doctor says
Ethan.
gender is a construct and beats you up.
A fish. You get a fish. Congratulations.
All right. It is a girl,
Ooh.
a bouncing baby girl, ready for the war on communism.
Hell yeah.
Ah, yes, for the proletariat.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Reddit.
Beautiful.
Well, I hear the Soviet Union coming from my stomach.
Strange.
Weird.
Letty, if you have Coop's token, throw on the map out here.
Which token? Hold on.
Which
what?
one?
The
The fish?
fish.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
easy. Yeah, there you go.
I stole that. I stole that so long ago.
There you go. All right. The fish stares at the bird and Definitely. All right. I think we said it was going to be a high elf.
Yep. That's what we rolled.
Hopefully, it's not a really high elf.
Man, he's so high.
He tells you it's a bouncing baby girl high elf. Perfect health. With 3 fingers.
Okay. She looks over to see what his expression is.
Blank because he's wearing a mask, but this will be interesting.
Wait, why is that interesting?
Most of the high elves I know are kind of racist.
Well, I would hope they wouldn't, since, you know, we're the parents.
Yeah, we just gotta teach them to be, not an asshole, and it'll be
Yeah.
fine.
That's generally how it works.
Is that some latent thing that high elves have?
Just latent assholes.
I mean, the ones
The
that I
racial
met, yeah.
trait.
You should
Oh.
see the way they treat wood elves. It's terrible.
Elf politics are confusing.
You would have no idea. There's so many different types. There's drow. There's half elves. There's the sea elves. And he starts listing off different kind of elves.
Each one you list, the more, like, blank stare she portrays. Oh, okay.
Anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
He will comment that you are also coming along very nicely. You can even see the child, like ultrasounds, but like super high tech.
That's cool.
Damn. I got the wireframe of the baby. I can see its hitbox.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's good. Oh my goodness. Also, there's not going to be any issue with dropping onto a planet, is there?
From here, no. They'll experience some turbulence as you drop down, as you're accelerating at high speeds, but you'll be fine.
That's good to know.
Only one out of like 1,000 pods explodes on re-entry.
Oh. Andromeda, did we ever ask how we're getting back up to the ship?
She'll kind of think and then immediately be like, oh, fuck no.
Maybe we should find out before we leave.
Yeah, that seems like a very good idea. Let's go do that. You'll thank
Quickly
him.
Begins walking out in alarm.
Always in equal.
All right, as
Bust
you do
bust
that,
into the office.
as you do that, Keon, I said one fish. Letty, calm down.
What do you
What
mean?
is going on over here?
He's
Jeff
multiplying.
Dunham. Why is a Jeff Dunham puppet on my map?
It's Jose Jalapeno on a steak.
Hey, what the fuck is going on? This is more than I bargained for.
Oh my god.
I don't know who's doing this, but it's somebody.
All right, Keon. As
Yep.
you're drawing, you get let's see here. 230. 15 subs and subscribers.
Wow. How many
Wow.
credits is that?
At inflation rates and now that streaming is an actual job,
I like point one.
2.
Like, you gain $1 a month.
Nice.
That's like 1,000 credits, right?
I think that's like A credit.
8 credit. You get 8
Yeah,
credit.
Eight credit.
A credit.
After the cut.
And then when you get taxed, you actually make -1 credits.
No, you don't get a credit now. You get a credit at the end of the month. You gotta wait a month.
All
It's
right,
on your
I'm
tax
waiting
returns.
30 sessions.
And then you're gonna buy an ice cream cone.
You'll see the payout eventually.
Yeah. During this time, you see, people are, they're like backseating, like going like, "Oh man, this artist sucks dick."
Same.
You see some being nice. You see some defending you. Some comment on the bunny who is hopefully clothed, floating by.
Oh, she's very almost not. She's just got like a white beater on and some hot pants.
Yeah, it's a hot tub
Oh.
stream.
It's a hot
The hot
tub
tub
stream.
stream.
This is the
The
floating bunny
legendary
going around.
hot tub stream.
Hot tub stream says it's just a kiddie pool.
Bro, those fell out of meta 1,000 years ago. What are you doing?
It's just. Oh my god.
The water is cold. It's a bubble bath. It's a kiddie pool.
Okay.
Fine.
No.
Wait a second. I was almost there.
As it goes on Pyre, what are you doing?
Fire is currently sitting at the table playing with fire.
All right. You do
Does that mean
anything?
you're playing with yourself?
Oh my god.
It means I'm summoning fire and playing with it.
Just had to
But no,
confirm.
currently fire is not really doing anything.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask what's going on there. In space, a weird abomination is just forming.
I know, Ricky Bobby failed the sanity check.
All right, as
Is
you
it
guys,
here and there?
all right, as you guys walk in the door.
Oh, you monstrosity.
Why does Coop have Karen hair?
Zoe is
not
almost
me.
done.
As you guys walk in the doors, they open and shut behind you. You see inside the Thomas kind of like in the middle doing Thomas stuff. You see the two sit in the chairs. She is currently painting her nails. She's doing bitch stuff.
Dude, bitch stuff. Do we see
Oh, he's
Barbosa?
so busy in here.
She is still at the seat.
Okay, she'll just gonna ignore these two and we got a question. A very important one.
How do we get back?
What do you mean?
Like, back up after we've done everything.
We're going down in pods, I imagine, but they don't go up, do they?
Ah, well, when you take care of the problem down there, we just come pick you up.
Wait, how? Aren't we not gonna have any comms?
Well, yes, but once you take care of the things causing it, you can call us, and we come get you.
What if that's not an option?
There's a beach to the south of the jungle in the crater that takes you out. That we presume, anyway. Worst case scenario, we wait for you there.
Well, that's fair then. I just didn't want to be, stranded in hell. That's what it looks like, at least.
Hell, dude,
Yeah,
it's just,
audible question mark.
dude, it's just a jungle. God.
There's only scary mist. No big deal. When do we leave?
Well, the pod is currently being furnished, and supplies are being put into it as we speak. So as soon as that is done, you will ship off. About 15 minutes or so.
Oh shit.
No, we better go
Haven't
get
had
the others
breakfast.
then. And eat, yeah.
That sounds like a plan. Thanks. And then he rushes off to go eat, make food.
This ship is not 9/11, Letty. Calm down.
That one wasn't me.
What?
The fuck is going on?
I don't know. Ricky Bobby's pretty insane right now.
Ignore the corner.
You know things are happening.
Oh
Don't
my
worry.
god. Okay. Fire, you see them walking in the room. Where'd Bob go?
How do you not see him? He failed his stealth check.
Yeah, but you rolled another one.
That one didn't count. He's over here, by the way.
Crescent, what are you doing?
I can't believe you made a fish Ash Ketchum.
It's a fast catch him right there. What are you talking about?
Oh,
All right.
God. The puns.
If you're trying to
Balthazar
say
seizes
anything,
up.
you're muted, Crescent.
Oh, he heard what he heard them over here, like he was by the door. So I'm guessing he heard them, and like when he was stealth over here, and then he heard the rehab shit or whatever, and he ran the fuck away and is hiding in the corner, as far away from everyone as he can.
I just noticed him.
So that's what he's doing. Oh, fuck out there. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, Balthazar seizes up from all the weird space magic.
Okay. Enough of this.
You know.
No.
I
Enough of
can't
this.
believe it's like the fall of the Library of Alexandria all over again.
You can keep
All the
that
snow.
one.
So much knowledge.
All the- Ask me about the violet.
How was it being Ash?
Ashy.
Hey, I was part of the
you know.
Violet Smile.
True. Catch 'em. I forgot all that. Been a hot second.
All right. Pyre, you see them walk in the room. You can see them go into the kitchen.
Lepus, you need to find art and then figure out if it's gonna look more like Andromeda or Balthazar.
I could do that.
May look exactly like Balthazar. The hood and everything.
Another little hallway.
While
God.
they're cooking, and you see them there. In here, Keon, you see some of the comments say, "Show us the bunny's ass."
Literally read what I just typed.
Mm-hmm.
There's a there's a camera, right? And then there's like the actual piece on the stream where it's the art. You know, the art part just like 5% of the screen.
It's just her ass, the rest of the screen. Yeah.
But yes, he is delivering.
You gain let's see here.
Another 500,000
17 more
viewers.
subs.
Nice.
There's a whole another credit. Oh yeah.
You're gonna be able to afford oxygen soon.
Wait. Oxygen's free.
No. He's gonna get the good stuff from fucking Druidia, the canned oxygen.
They do sell that where Target those from. All right, what do you two cook?
What time is it?
Let's see.
It's about 11:30 now.
I'm making macaroni with the chicken strips.
And tuna?
No.
All right.
Please don't make fish.
Please don't make face. Cuckoo's just the Kool-Aid man. He smells fish. Oh no.
Reverse Kool-Aid, man. Run the fucking way.
Let's see if I can find a food fantasy PNG for macaroni.
All right.
That's what I'm making.
During this time, as you cook,
Macaroni with the
show your ass on stream because it's a hot tub stream. The bird has a conversation with a dead fish in the sky.
Ah, yes.
And Pyre does Pyre things. With Bob cowering in the corner.
Also trying to look at and to figure out how it works.
Over here? Okay.
Yeah.
On this, you as you like pull up the screen in the monitor of it, you can see it's tied to the the actual frame of the robot. So you see like the where it may have any problems. So you see like does it need oil? Does it need maintained? Is it in good condition? Things like that. Like it just gives a overview for people who are trying to do quick checks, and you can see on there where like if a mechanic were to use it, they can like take it with them as they go up and start fixing things to get like a more in-depth look. Like you can take a picture of like its knee joint, and you can slowly tear it apart in that screen.
Oh. He tries to figure out how to open the.
You try to open the cockpit. Okay. Give me an investigation check.
I can do that.
14. Okay. Okay. With a 14. with a 14, as you kind of like float up to the cockpit, you find a release valve. You find it and you slowly open it. Inside, and you watch as a lower part of the cockpit opens, where you can stand, and you look inside. You can see there is no seat in this robot. In fact, the seat is not there. However, everything else is. You can see the cockpit's monitors. You can see all the gauges and the switches and the handles are all there, but there is no seat.
Okay. He's just gonna go chill in it and just. I'm gonna do his weird monk meditating shit, like while he's thinking he's alone. Wait, let me see if. Whatever. He's hiding.
Can't believe I have to kill you all. Okay.
What do you mean?
You mean?
During this time, as you cook and get ready, the dropship is now complete. All the crates are moved into place, locked in. All the living environment things are now made ready. And you were told to go to the docking area.
Why are there
I don't know.
number one fish, so Sovitus? Bad dude before.
Yep.
Uh,
Nope.
let's see, how much psychic damage do I take? 2.
All right. All of you are called to here.
Where?
The hangar here.
Yeah.
What if I said no Megawall?
You just see Kat as she walks down the stairs, a bowl of macaroni.
Yeah, it's got chicken strips sticking out of it. She's munching.
And you see this.
That macaroni in a pot?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Are we there yet, Vegeta?
She explains to you that this is your pod. You will drop down in there and it will make your camp. It'll be your home. It'll be your. It's built to survive the elements of more or less anywhere. It is waterproof. It has air. If it sinks, you're good. It will float back up. I'll allow that one.
I couldn't help it when I saw the image of it on the left.
It will also be your home away from home as while you're down there.
So how roomy is it?
It is enough that it can fit all of you reasonably.
Okay.
Without like, oh, you're like sliding against each other or anything like that. It is room enough to basically house you guys. To, it has showers, it has beds, it has a place to eat, cook. It you can like even see inside where range to back. There we go. You can even see inside where there is very much furnishings, so you can sit, you can like look outside. Like it seems like it has like actual windows.
Okay. Are we gonna have to double up on like beds or something?
There's enough beds in there that you don't have to, but you can, and you can like use the other as storage space.
Mm.
Please tell me Victor isn't coming with us.
Somebody's got to maintain it. Listen, it's okay. It's round. There's no corners.
You don't know that.
That just means it pulls in the middle.
Oh god. He retches a little bit.
He's not coming.
Yeah.
How do we know?
Hey, no, he's not coming.
That's a double entendre, and you know it.
I know, but he's not coming. He's
I can
Really
only
not
hope
going
you mean
anywhere.
the important one. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, dear God.
Mm-mm.
Why is there a button for that? Oh, wait, no, he was just typing.
Why is there a button for that?
Every time I look at the initiative for Strayus, it kills me.
Perfect.
I like how I still have the violet tag and
All right. She tells you to slowly get in and strap in. You can see along the edges where the furniture is, it kind of pops into the wall, and you see like the seats with like the 6-point harnesses. It's like it locks in the legs and everything.
Oh, there's Bob.
Bob, they see you. You're in a confined space. They can see you.
Shit.
Shit.
Andromeda has the look of a mom staring at her child that she knows is gonna fuck up at some point, and that she's expecting it, and
But
that
it's
is the
okay.
expression.
What?
Oh, nothing.
It's fine.
All right. And as the doors begin to shut down or shut, she goes, "Good luck, good travelers, and we'll see you soon."
Yay, camping!
Wait, where's my bird? Oh, right. He was still over by Strayus.
And there you go.
Camping in space.
Yeah, and your best friend the fish will join you here.
Hooray.
All right.
Yeah.
Smells all in here.
That's
You
perfect.
guys,
We get his ghost
Yeah.
paladin aura.
yeah, you guys feel as the entire pod is kind of picked up by an arm, and you are slowly and surely moved this way. As you get to what looks like a giant like launcher under the ship.
Are we about to be a cannonball?
And you hear the countdown of 10, 9, 8, 7. Initiating protocol orbital drop. And During this time, everything straps in. The entire pod is pressurized. And you are launched out like a bat out of hell. You feel every G as you begin to fall and fall and fall. You can feel the turbulence hitting.
Oh god, I can feel the 5G.
And there's your opening for season 2. As you guys begin to fall through the atmosphere, slowly, surely. Breaking through and breaking through and breaking through. Finally, you drop. You feel the first hit of the atmosphere. Turbulence. The entire pod begins to shake. One after another, you hit the second layer. More force. Third layer, more force. Fifth layer, more force. Finally, you drop to the mist. The entire pod goes dark, except for Pyre, who lights it up.
Ah, yes.
Instantly, you feel more pressure as you begin to gain speed. And finally, the impact. Everybody, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at these. Fuck.
I'm good
I
at
am
these.
good at these.
Fuck.
Oh, yes, DM. Since we are navigating the vastness of space and falling
No.
down onto an earth,
No.
No,
as a
Bruh.
ranger, would I
No.
know this path and have advantage?
no.
Neat.
I fucked up.
Damn.
I mean, it's not bad.
Damn,
Oh
we
my
all
God,
kind of
Bob's been
shit
worse.
tonight.
Astreus doesn't count for this, but still.
Yeah, no, the
Fucking
4.
23 with a
Oh.
4.
Oh, fuck.
My fucking aura.
There we go. And as you guys feel the impact, you see the boom. Finally, the lights of the generator begin to kick on. The kind of like emergency lights, so it's the like so it's the like the yellow lights. They're turning. You hear the turning on emergency lights. We have landed. All of you except for Hayu and Quinn feel kind of jet lagged, or kind of like in a daze as you were rocked around like a baby in a ball. And you guys end up. My
God damn.
Go, and you guys end up here.
My head hurts. Let's not do that again.
Any of us puke.
I think it's nap time.
Fucking Gion. This isn't ODS. You stop it.
You literally said we're dropping today.
He's literally an orbital drop shot trooper.
You guys drop. You can hear the outside anchors hit down on the ground. And it begins to settle. And as you guys are able to get up, undo your harnesses, kind of, get that like jet lag shock out of you. You stand up in the spacious room.
Does this thing have like a control panel that let us see
Yes.
information?
Like what?
Like if we're underground or where we landed, or
Yes. Yes, it does.
Balthazar would go poke that, try and figure out what the hell's going on after recovering from smacking his head. I imagine that's what happened.
All right. You get up, fumbling, like rubbing your head as you fumble to the monitor, and you look outside. You can see around you, you're on top of what used to be somewhat of a temple ish. You can see you're actually kind of up on higher ground. You can see farther out, and you see. I get to do this. You see this as you're outside.
Oh, forest.
A thick forest, logs like redwoods towering in the sky, the branches and the trees and the bushes all blocking view of the sun. You can see overgrowth over stones everywhere, vines growing. You can see plants and trees you've never seen before. But the one thing you do notice is none of these look cybernetic like everything else you've seen so far. All of it looks naturally grown.
So they're not Mega Man robot trees.
No, they don't have that like nanobot look to it. They look bona fide trees.
Holy fuck, how long has it been?
And it is during this time, Balthazar, as you're staring off into the forest, give me a perception check.
Let me find my character token. Hey, look at that 12.
12? That's fine. You see a shadow slowly pounce out from behind one of the trees in the far back. Doesn't see you, doesn't acknowledge the ship, but you do get a good look at it. Its body is go all the way down. Let's see, I rolled this one. Its body is that of no fur. It's just skin on the beast, but it's muscled. You can see the layers of the muscle on it is built. It stands about 6 feet tall. It has no ears. It has an elongated face, and you can see its tail as it wiggles about. Has a clawed hand on it, 3 fingers, and its paws, both front and back, have angled, sharp claws. You will also notice that its entire structure is both humanoid, or is both animal-like and metal.
Would you say it's reptilian?
It is not reptilian. It looks more like a beast.
Okay.
And then as you see it appear, it's got like what looks like a small animal in its mouth, and then it disappears further into the forest.
Well, that's just great. Hey, we got those weird metal monster things again.
Oh, great.
Yeah, you remember the ones that like exploded on us when we tried to drive past the collapsing highway?
I must prefer the cocaine addicted one, but yes.
Yeah, I don't know if they're similar to those ones or the cocaine ones, but something's out there. It's definitely not that fish.
Why?
Wait, what? There's a fish?
Didn't do anything.
Could be. I don't know.
Could we go get a better look?
I mean, is the air breathable? I mean, it should be. It's the same planet. But I mean, like,
Does it say that? I'm not sure.
Runs outside to check.
oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh no.
All right.
Hold on, I'll figure it out.
You see as the door opened between you and the environment is a small barrier. It's like paper thin of what looks like a nanomachine type sheet. As you see Bob go flying through it, you see his mask come off, like he's been clothed his entire life. This is his first time being naked. Walks out, mask off. Bob, give me a
Mhm.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this should be good.
Just do better than last time.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Bob,
What did we say?
What's up?
as you walk outside and take in a deep breath, nothing happens.
Is he okay?
Take a breath.
He's dying. His oxygen poisoning.
fine.
It's just gonna take effect in like
Dude.
70 years.
Do we close the door? If he comes in, is he gonna infect us?
Also, as you
Andromeda
walk
shuts the
outside,
door.
Bob, as you walk outside, you can hear the jungle. The sounds, the creatures, all the crickets, all the little noises everywhere.
This is fucking annoying. I'm gonna go back and start banging on the thing. Let me in.
Sure.
Is there any issue if I open the door?
I think he's gone insane.
All right, well, here, back up. So if he does try to eat somebody, it's only me.
The jungle is yelling.
Can we get him
We're making
scanned?
noise.
Yeah, it's a jungle. It's gonna make weird noises.
You could
Right.
turn off
It's a-
the
He opens the door.
jungle ambience. Turn it off. That's all you gotta do.
And just ignore the birds and the insects and the weird animals and the
You
weird
have-
human robot monsters.
I can
It'll
see
be
it on your
fine.
HUD. You have it looped for 10 hours.
He did
It
open the
doesn't
door, by the
actually
way.
come in. Doesn't actually come in. Turns back around and
All right.
Is this what it's gonna be like? And he walks out.
Well, if everybody else is,
You walk out.
Pyre
It-
walks out.
You walk out, and as you do, you can see like there's mist covering the entire forest. You can see it's thick in some places, very light in others. The trees provide like more shade due to their oversight.
Did we walk into Link's village?
No, we walked into a ferret. You guys walk outside. You see the entire area in a thick mist. the tops of the trees blocking the sun, even if the mist wasn't blocking it. Spots of dim light surge throughout the place, but it feels like a normal jungle. It's slightly humid, it's kind of damp. You can see spots where there's like puddles on the ground. You can see a half fish, half metallic beast kind of just boop, 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 going up the stream.
That doesn't look natural.
This place is weird.
A change of clothing I might recommend. Fuck is that fish?
Well, if Ricky Bobby is anything to listen to, it's the thing that was giving me migraines earlier.
The what?
Don't ask.
The thing's part metallic. Are you sure it's not one of the bad guys that we're here to look for?
You could ask it.
Mm-hmm.
Do fish talk here?
No, it's
B-
just a
bears
fish.
certainly do.
It's just a fish swimming upstream, not streaming upstream.
Oh, looks
Little
like we
grease
found
bird.
dinner, boys.
Should we be eating robots?
She just whips out her pistol and just fucking puts it to this fish's forehead and just says nighty night.
Fucking
One
love
of
it.
many.
Hang on.
It respawns in like 3 like a slime.
It's a school of salmon.
Oh my God.
When you're shooting up a school.
I'm shooting up a school. Oh no.
School
Are
of
you going
Salmon. Oh
upstream?
no.
We landed in America.
There we go. School of salmon. You see, they are, for the most part, they actually are, fish. Like you see the scales, you see the thing to it, but you do see, like, it's kind of different throughout them. You see, like, some have like metallic lower jaws. Some have robotic fins, tails. Some have like the back half is literally just metal. Like half of those don't even hit.
This is where all the crits in this campaign are going.
Yep.
Right?
Massacre fish.
Well,
More
that's fine.
hit than missed. I'm gonna be honest.
We didn't need them anyway.
Yeah. Keep the
Oh,
original.
I need a. For some reason, I didn't do that.
When picks up her bounty of salmon and just scoots back up, puts them in the refrigerator.
I also need you guys to investigate the inside of the camp, or your, I guess, RV. At this point.
Well, since she was there, check for damages.
All right. Your comm system.
Well,
Hold on.
Everything
Wait.
is broken.
Ricky Bobby helps you roll again.
All right. Well, you do know 3 things. 1, your communication system does not work. Every time you try, it's static, or it's a blurry picture that cannot get a connection. 2, you have no access to the internet. You have no access to anything related to, well, a majority of your stuff.
I know one person who's going to be really sad.
3, there are short range walkie-talkies built, or that are in a case for you. We're going old ham radio.
Breaker.
We have to have call
Breaker
signs.
Breaker 19. This is Furious Truck.
Right, we need to figure out Bob's call sign. It's got to be terrible.
It's just Bill.
Oh no.
What?
Fish was watching Bun Buns.
Oh.
No internets. Tier 3 sub missed. Bands.
That's rough, buddy.
You also notice that while you do have power, it is also very limited as it's now on emergency cells. So what you use will be in sparse. You can also see along the crates there are camping sets. You have like tents that are more like they are now, where they're very like built to camp. You can see like portable fire pits, beds, chairs, and all that are like kind of built into one. Tents that can hold 6 people.
Yo, jungle orgy arc, let's go.
We just gotta find like aphrodisiac herbs now.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some somewhere.
And we just gotta find the magic mushrooms. They're all over the place, certainly.
Like everyone
Box.
nature check, one of us will get it.
DM, as we are trying to look into the local wildlife and flora, I just had a question on if, since I am a ranger, would I have advantage into these matters of looking
No,
for
never,
things,
never.
as this is my favorite terrain.
Can you prove it?
Which part?
That you have favorite terrain here.
How dare you call my bluff? That's a fucking useless talent that I didn't take. I went with the other one, which was better.
The box is alive. It does vibrate.
Oh, it's fine then. Who needs internet when he's got a box?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. All right, you will also notice that the stream here is clear. It's not polluted. There's no like you have to dip your head in to see or it's foamy. It's clear.
And we test the water.
Yeah. Where you're currently standing, it's only about, it would be up to the knees to about most of you.
Well, we're gonna do a GSR test on this water.
Hey, Ricky Bobby, go drink that for me, please.
Dip the bird in it.
That was the plan.
Become a machine. Become monkey.
Reject
It's
society.
in the water. It's in the food.
Return the
Birds aren't
monkey
real.
or evolve
Birds
the
aren't
crab.
real.
I mean, this bird isn't really
All the
technically real.
all the birds died in 1987.
They're government drones.
They're watching.
They work for the bourgeoisie.
The birds provide the 5G.
Get Big Law.
Get the Shringite.
How do you think that the Chinese spread the
I'm surrounded by all my
quickly?
shungite right now.
Blood supplements.
It was through the birds. Just ask Suge Knight.
Remember to
Say
eat
that
blood
as
paint.
I'm probably the only Chinese guy here.
All right, the bird will dip its head into the water. You know, it'll like be the type bird. You know, licking it up.
We'll watch concerned.
the bird will, sip it down. You see it gulp down its throat, and
Spontaneous combustion.
All of a sudden, Balthazar collapses and has a seizure.
the bird will have nothing happen.
Water seems fine then. But I'm not going to drink it.
Quinn will look
We'll
up and
drink
down. We'll look up and down the river and see if it which way the water is flowing, and after getting the direction, she will look against the current and look upstream. Does
Okay.
it lead from anywhere, like say a mountain or something?
The stream, well, one, you can tell it's sloped, so it goes down this way. However, the stream goes.
Ooh.
It flows up, but this goes down.
This
That
is
seems
actually this is actually an occurring thing that happens in real life. Actually, that means that that there is a water source. That this mountain or hill is below sea level or below water level, and the water travels up because of that.
I mean, if that's real, that's really cool, but that still seems wrong.
It is really cool. It is actually interesting. You have just unlocked a piece of my nerd knowledge. You're welcome.
What
It honestly,
You had a
honestly
neuron
reminds me of the fact
activate.
that- Did you know that if you go across, like to Australia or something, the water flushes the opposite way?
That we knew.
I
That's cool.
didn't for the longest time.
It's fucking. Welcome to Australia. Everything's upside down.
All right. You will also notice as you guys checking out the water, you can see it looks clean. You can see the area around you looks like ruins. Like at some point, it may have been maybe a temple or maybe just a small place where people lived. Like not too many, but maybe 10, 20 people. You know, a nice village near the river.
Quaint.
You can see what you will notice is that the collapsed walls and stuff of the buildings look oddly similar to things you're used to, but in fact look more advanced. However, the plants and the ground and the water look natural. The trees, the plants, everything looks like it is a bona fide resource that would normally grow in a jungle.
Can I nature check the plants, see if there's any reason why they're just all plant, not robotic at all?
Good. $15?
15.
The 15, like you walk up to the tree, like you're putting your hand on the bark, you're like looking around its base at its roots in the ground, you're looking at the tree branches and the various like palm trees that come in and out through here and there. You can tell it's a legitimate tree. From what you've seen and what you're used to on your own planet, it looks like a bona fide maybe 50, 60 year old tree. There's not any signs of tampering, any signs of nanomachines in it like you have seen on the planet. Nothing. And it even feels kind of sticky.
Wonder why the trees are not affected, but the fish were. What do you guys think?
No, I got nothing.
I have no idea.
At the very least, we should definitely be careful because points to the water.
I'm gonna be honest. You
What's
lost
wrong with
me.
water?
You lost me at before I even forgot because I couldn't remember what you were talking about.
I mean, that's fair. Also, do you get a new outfit?
He's always looked like that. What do you mean?
Oh, I must be having a stroke.
Man.
We're about to test that theory.
But
Yep, you're right.
you gotta beat a goddamn 40. Congratulations.
Oh no, I'll never know that I need to burn my hand off.
However, for the most part, the jungle feels fine. It still has that like humidness to it, like you're in the middle of a jungle. It still has that like very humid heat to it, but it doesn't feel weird.
All right, which direction was the ruins of the place? I'm just curious.
There's some here. There's some here. You can see some here are just kind of like some.
So did we like break a building when we landed?
Yes.
He's gonna
Yes,
go
you
and
did.
investigate that. Assuming he can.
How deep is this water?
To you, to everybody else but Quinn, knee deep.
Oh, okay. Starts. Say over here.
You walk across it, you feel that like I'd say lukewarm type of water, not too hot, not too cold, and you just walk right across. As for Balthazar, you see the ship basically fell on what was, or basically hit what was already a falling apart building anyway. It just kind of finished the job.
Man, we are assholes. Destroying cultural relics. He just shakes his own head.
I didn't set the coordinates.
Fish walks off from it all. The indigenous species begins to watch slowly as the
Cannon.
predator enters the fray.
Yes, the rare burrowing rockfish.
Mini boss time.
All right. And it also is getting slowly late. You can see, while you don't exactly get a lot of sunlight, you can get a good idea of like time frame here. So it was about 12:30 when you left. You guys dropped. It is about 3 in the afternoon now.
We should probably like chop trees or something, right?
What?
You should start
why?
setting up a base camp.
Yeah.
But don't we have that? And he points back to the weird ball in the building.
No, I was talking more of like getting our supplies in order and whatnot.
But again,
he just
isn't what
he
that's
just wants
for,
to
though?
destroy he just wants to destroy wildlife and we're him.
Well, he's probably gonna work off all that
What? What? No. What?
all that
Takes out an
withdrawal.
arm and like kind of starts hacking at the tree. One of them like
Minecraft.
He just wants to build a fucking roof.
Also, do we push ahead today or wait till tomorrow? Points up. I don't really want to be lost in the jungle at night. In a place I don't really know.
Did you tell him what you saw as well?
Yeah, I had told them I saw a weird robot monster thing. Or a robot thing like the guys before.
It would probably be better to wait until there's some daylight. Though I guess I could act as a light source if we really need one.
And I suppose when in doubt, there is always just burn everything to the ground. Although that's
I'm up for that too.
kind of blasphemous.
So when I murder a bear, it's bad. But when you guys burn down a whole forest, that's
No, I said it was blasphemous to burn down a forest.
Burning is a great idea.
But you also punched that club girl in the face too. That was kind of a bad thing.
yes, silence Balthazar.
Yeah, I expected that.
Wait, hold on. I could do this.
Nice.
Is still talking like he thinks people can hear him. It's just
I
mouth
just
is
wandered off to
talking.
go investigate the ruins down south.
Andromeda looks smug.
All right. As Bob, you chopped down a tree, which again also like gives you indefinite proof that you can actually see rings in the base of the tree to prove that hey, this tree is legitimate. You guys walk up to the wall here. You can see the roof and the top of it has like fallen apart. It's kind of over here. It's thrown on the back. Some debris from where you had landed is just kind of everywhere. But you see on the wall, it looks more. The structure itself looks outside of what's gone sound and more advanced and compact than what you guys have seen before.
Yeah, shiny. Hey guys, this stuff is different. Then he continues poking at the rocks.
As you poke the rocks, they push in and then come back.
Neat. I'll try and remove them then. See if they pull out instead.
From
Or
the
if they
top?
only push in. Yeah. Yeah. See if you
Right.
can take off the top one.
Give me a strength check.
Oh, this will be good.
The 13. As you kind of put your hand on one of the bricks that are exposed, and you begin to pull, and pull, and pull. It's like the brick is made of tar on like between the cracks. You can see a almost like gooey black ichor, almost like kind of trying to hold it in place. But you manage to pull one out.
You like steps back a couple because he wasn't expecting to have to use that much force. God damn. Is there like cement on the bottom of it or something else?
It's just that weird black ichor goo. That's all it is. Nature grill.
Oh god.
But yeah.
Alright, he'll show the brick to the party and see if they have any idea what the fucking black goo is. And then he'll point out that the rocks were especially squishy when he poked them, or like malleable. I don't know how to describe that right now.
Do I have any idea what the black goo is?
Give me a nature check.
Help action.
Probably not. Nope.
You want guidance
help
too?
action. Oh my god.
I mean, guidance might help.
Here, have guidance too.
Ooh.
16.
16. You get a sinking idea that whatever this is, at a closer glance, it is natural to this area, but you also notice that it's got nanomachines in it, except they're smaller than yours.
You will relay that information.
Ancient tech.
Huh. She's gonna touch the black goo.
Okay. You put your hand on the goo and you palm it, like slight palm it. And you kind of pull your hand away and it from that brick to your hand, the goo kind of like peels off slowly and it just kind of drips on the ground like your hand is covered in some type of like ooze.
Okay.
But it doesn't burn. It doesn't do anything. It just kind of drips.
Are my nanomachines reacting at all?
Mm-mm. You're muted.
Fucking dog barking. That was gross. Maybe don't stick your hand in black stuff.
I wanted to see if it would do anything.
What if you had a cut? You could have gotten a disease or something worse. Like cocaine addiction.
I mean, I was in the explosion too and I didn't get addicted, just saying.
Bob can't hear a thing going on because silence. So he has no idea.
I'm honestly surprised about that. How
See,
did you avoid
Bob is
getting
weak.
addicted? Oh, do you figure that's it? He's just can't hold his cocaine?
Fire's just built different.
You
I
don't
mean,
say.
honestly. I'm not a fire genasi for nothing.
Somewhere
I have so many questions.
somewhere
But
in
they're
the
very rude.
universe, you just see a like elderly fire genasi screaming internally. All right. Anything else? Do you want to search for before you start to make camp? Or I say camp, but more of your base for the time being.
Are we gonna look for fucky drug plants?
Oh yes. Let's.
Yes, let's all look for fucky drug plants.
Do I get advantage on that because I come from Ori and that's a forest world?
So I get advantage on that because I won it?
No. No, because
Can I have 2 advantages?
No.
Can I use perception to look for plant drugs?
Yes.
Okay, cool, because I have expertise.
Can I use a Constitution save to look for plant drugs?
No.
I like my really low rolls with expertise.
No, but hear me
Oh.
out, right? What I do is I just eat all of the random plants, and then I make a con save, right? And I'll figure it out eventually.
You have a bird for that.
Yeah, but I could do it.
He wants to be the bird, though. It's okay. We'll get polymorph and everything will be perfect.
Sadga.
Huh. Does it, what does everyone else do? Keon, Bob, Letty.
Bob's unaware of
Yeet.
anything.
What do
Oh, yeah.
you three do as they are?
Bob is deafened, and no one can hear him. He's just rambling, thinking people are still listening to him. No one's listening. No one can hear him, and he's
Can't
deafened.
even hear himself, actually.
Yeah.
here. It's here. Bob is just having the fucking Cave Johnson monologue.
he's just walking. Yeah, he's just pacing in circles and shit.
What do you do when
Like-
life gives you lemons?
Just
You throw them
talking.
back.
You make a combustible lemon and burn down his house.
How dare life give me lemons?
When life gives you lemons, you squeeze lemon juice in life size.
Keon.
He's getting angry about that one time he got scarred and cake in
Huh.
prison.
Well, seeing as everyone's just exploring,
Mhm.
probably just gonna set up camp if that's not done.
Okay.
And if that is done, then he's probably just gonna keep track of supplies and look at ways to gather them if they're needed.
Let's get let's grab
Granted, he's
This
not
is-
very good at nature.
grab this. Since it's appropriate for how much shit you guys have.
Oh,
Not that big.
that's a
Oh my
lot of
God.
supplies.
You see, put it like right here. You see, like as you go up the stairs and then back down, up the stairs and back down, you start pulling out crates. You can see some have like emergency supplies, like it's like medical supplies for wounds. If you need help, you can see there's a couple of spare limbs in there. You can
Oh, yeah.
you can you can see an entire crate of fruitcake filled to the brim, each one a different flavor.
No, he's just going through the supplies and setting up stuff.
Get you
Endless fruitcake possibilities.
We'll say this is a canopy. Yeah, just kind of like connects to there. You know, just kind of gives you a thing over the rain or over your supplies. There you go. I'll read you that. Change you to object. And with that, you guys get a nice little camp. You get some like setup to where if you're outside, you're not stuck in the rain. You can set like a small fire. There's some places to sit. You can see inside. The door is open. However, there's like I guess you could say like a symbiotic like net between the door to the outside and inside that kind of cleanses you or stops bugs or anything. So we're not in Australia.
Man, fuck spiders.
Attaches a UV light to his shoulder.
I'd be more concerned about the mosquitoes. I hate those fucking things.
Sure.
Burn 'em.
Wait, you can't be bit.
I can. I can just burn them back.
All right. And as you guys explore and you kind of get your bearings down here, day turns to night. The forest still making noises. You can hear what you can presume is animals kind of existing. And there we go. You can see as the heat that once surrounded this place starts to get colder. As it now turns to night at a ripe 8 o'clock.
Must be daylight savings time.
Hey, Pyre, can you make a fire?
Sure. Do we have the wood for it?
Points at a tree.
I'm
Yeah.
just looking for drugs.
Okay,
in the woods.
fire will just set the tree on fire.
That'll do it.
Bob will look and watch the tree on fire, and like he'll just drop the logs and walk back. Throw up his hands.
Fuck.
He like drops all the wood he was carrying. Just
What have I been doing all day?
look.
Guess I should have made this a token instead because it had the thing. All right. What do you guys do for the night?
I mean, did I find
Yeah, did we find it?
did I find drugs with a 16?
You did not.
Oh, well then I lament my loss of drugs.
You found some what looks like mushrooms. You found some plants, but you really didn't find anything that looked weird.
Is there any of the aphrodisiac stuff?
No.
Damn it. Okay.
I pay hands.
Pepper
Did I
hands.
accidentally burn something that is an aphrodisiac?
No, you just burned the tree.
Damn it.
When jungle orgy.
It'll happen.
No breaking in the tent.
Good question. The way to activate the aphrodisiac was lighting that tree on fire. Everybody horny.
Hell yeah.
We just have to bring up a carrot and a rabbit every morning. Easy.
Fine, we got plenty of those on the ship.
It's carrot season.
Like carrot season when there's more than one carrot in the area.
They're over here.
We gotta go back to that one town. It's no big deal.
All right. As it turns to night, it starts to get colder. You guys make a camp. You kind of get your base operations in, and you have achieved base camp in the uncharted jungle of Julanga.
Sri Lanka? What?
Julanga.
Julanga.
Neat.
Yeah, that works. Inside, you find various supplies that are less tied to your your actual futuristic stuff, more radios, more things fit for survival than what you have. You find walkie-talkies. You find range radios. You find various things to cut your way through. If you were to explore, and you enjoy your first night in the jungle, as the soothing jungle noises fill the air.
You hear Timon and Pumbaa in the distance.
I got this. Force skip the song.
No, he's dumb. He has no names. He's like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
Fuck is this?
Coconut song?
This is a cultural experience.
I don't know what I'm listening to, but it's weird.
That's why it's a cultural experience.
The dead fish that
No, fuck, not this.
the fish begin to dance.
Somebody called in Beetlejuice, apparently.
Are they about to like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy just like fucking leave?
Better shoot them.
Interesting that you thought that they existed in the first place.
Damn, the drugs are working.
There's only one fish.
We're still on the ship. We all got concussions and we're not mass hallucinating.
Yeah, sure. During this time, as the night goes on, you kind of get to observe the jungle. You can see the mist sways on its own, like it's not part of the jungle. In fact, it feels like it's a different entity altogether.
That's great. Hey, hey Bob, go deal with that. You'd like to punch things.
Go deal with what?
The floating fish.
You gave him the okay to murder.
I already did.
Feels all fucking JoJo. On the dead fish.
Ah, yes.
I brought food. I'm useful.
You do have the fish.
Would I know it's safe to consume or not?
Give me a nature. Or not nature's survival. For this one.
Pizza fish.
I'm gonna get fucking DMCA'd.
I didn't even think of that.
He ate one
Correct.
anyways.
Survival. Outside of, and you shouldn't, it's a fucking Disney song from the fucking 90s.
never know.
Disney's gonna fucking get me, boy.
No,
What are you
you're
talking about?
dead. You're dead.
Yeah, you know how
Disney
long
is
he's been alive?
Disney is ruthless.
Super DMCA.
To go with League of Legends boots, like they all not copyright.
Let's see. The 5 and a 12. Okay. Outside of for Bob, who decided to just chomp into it without really looking at it, he does bite into some of like the fish's metal parts on the one he does, and it's kind of chunky and chewy. And it's like ugh, spitting out the metal. Finally, but Keon, you can tell if you cut around the metal parts, it is viable and still good. There is no like contamination. There's no like the metal is part of the flesh or anything. It just works.
All right, he's gonna spend some time butchering and probably storing.
Runs off like Gollum and eats the fish.
Like almond.
Gollum.
Oh, and then he thinks over how the party's been treating him in the Smeagol and the Gollum voice.
Yeah.
Gollum hates us. No one loves us. They can't
While he's devouring
with
the fish,
all.
just like, yeah.
It was for our own goods.
You know, I could test my my drill lance over on them if you guys want.
Yeah.
Looks out the tin.
I mean, would it be better or worse if he hates us all more?
Wait,
Beer back.
I know you want to.
Beer back.
I mean, it might help if we need to try and get him some more medical attention if he's scared of you.
Well, then if I hurt him, then I can medically attend to him.
And scare him at once.
Good.
I see nothing possibly wrong ever happening. This plan.
He starts pulling out the drill lance.
Oh god.
Audible sarcasm gets ignored. Kind of just watches concerned.
Bob, why you eat your fish like a savage?
Like a savage.
Give me a perception check.
Maybe he just likes to roll.
Savages, savages. Okay.
Savages, all of you.
And you're kind of on the edge of the river and kind of have your you're just kind of like vibing at this point. You notice a couple things. One is you feel like you're being watched. You're not sure what it is. You're not sure if it's an animal, if it's human, if it's a demon, but it doesn't feel in any way, in any way, shape, or form, malice intended. But you do feel you're being watched.
He's just look, still eating the. He would climb up here.
You're not being watched by the fish. No.
No, he's climbing up here.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, if he sees that.
You climb up. You kind of get a better bird's eye view from this second layer up, which now matches with this. And you kind of you can see kind of from your view this way what looks like buildings. in the distance.
Oh, okay. He goes back to eating.
I mean, that base animal instinct, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Uh-huh. All right. Anybody else? As you eat, you get your belly full. You get a long rest.
Come back here and tell him about the buildings over there.
Look what they did to my children.
I'll do it again.
You'll have to mess with Mama Bear next time.
No.
No, you'll have to mess with Mama Bear next time.
Bring out the 161 dilating space.
Does it actually have your smile on there?
My what?
On your token?
My I didn't hear what you said. My smite.
Yeah.
My it's nothing that's not normal.
That
Go.
should be his.
I
his
forgot
appropriate one.
how much you do.
Oh no, that's bitch mode. Hold on.
Yeah, that's his baby bitch mode damage. He's got
Oh
a
my
buff
God.
first. Now we're getting into the fight right when
now-
he got ashed.
Yeah, now we're getting it.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit!
And then you can smite on that too for more damage.
Yeah.
You do too much damage.
Yes. Okay. Anyways, there's my humble break. Back to your campaign.
No, what did too much damage was his fucking cat that he made for one session. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh, that thing was disgusting.
It was disgusting.
During this time, you guys have your night. You hear what Bob says, and in the morning, you guys awake to a very kind of misty filled morning. You can feel kind of rain pattering down steadily, but not like a heavy rain. It's kind of like a misty rain. You can hear it hit along the canopy over your supplies and on top of the pod as you do. I want to play Rains Down in Africa so bad.
Oh my God, do not.
I'm not. I
Please,
want
no.
to play it so bad though.
Are we in the pod right now or like a camp outside of it?
That is up to you guys. There is enough room to where you can do both if you wanted to.
Bob's been standing outside in the edge.
You just see
Battlestar would
like
be-
the like part of the lance stick out.
He'd be at the computer actually, because he's curious to see if he can find out any more information just from this weird machine about like the surroundings.
I didn't do nothing.
There we go.
He begs.
Meanwhile, 8 o'clock in the morning, deuces at high noon. On your computer, you what are you looking for exactly?
Does it have like a like any kind of scanner that would show like large structures or
It does.
underground things?
It does. When you go to check for those outside, you can see an antenna on top of the pod pop out, and you see it kind of do like a regional scan type thing where you can see it like scanning the trees. You can see it scanning around you, and it gives you a map. You can see to your southwest or southeast. You can see there's some type of small town, maybe there. You can see it has buildings. It's got terrain, but it's like more of like a almost like a green map. So it pings, shows it, pings, shows it.
Okay, so it's essentially large enough to ping on the map as like
Yeah.
a town looking thing. Neat. And then does anything to the north ping?
To the north, more jungle.
Yeah, or the direction that Bob said that he thought he saw something.
Oh, that is to your southwest.
Oh, okay. Alright, after that's done, he'll do his best to try and remember what that looked like, and so he can minor illusion show it to the party later. And then he'll walk out to maybe see Bob get stabbed.
She already
Oh,
whipped
looks
him.
Looks like I returned at the good time.
Oh,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Bob's getting stabbed.
What did he do?
I don't know.
That's what Balthazar's curious about.
I'm sure he did something.
What's going on out here?
Nothing.
I have a map.
You know, I'm not gonna touch this one.
no god.
All
I
right.
don't know, but I feel like I need popcorn for this.
Popcorn was not on the list.
Okay.
Can I help you?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
oh.
Oh.
Why are you killing him?
Okay, wait, hold up now. That's a little bit too far. What you doing?
He stares deeply and intently.
Using a third
Stop.
level spell on him.
No, get out of this rabbit.
No. Hold up. What the fuck?
No, can't have you
How
hurting her.
you doing?
She cure wounds him.
How you doing?
I know you're in much pain, but
Oh no, this is fine. This is fine. You know what? This is fine. I'm okay with this.
I'm glad. 'cause I
Okay,
can't
now
have you-
I'm concerned. Why are you okay with this?
This is good. This is good.
For who?
Hey,
He's totally into it.
exactly.
He's,
Okay,
yes,
he's a
super,
masochist.
he's
It
super into
motivates him.
this.
Oh, you bloody perv.
But he did get healed, so take the
Wait, hold on. Hey, how's your wisdom?
He's a monk.
His wisdom is bad though.
Okay.
How are you a monk with bad wisdom? Wait, his wisdom 17. That's not that bad.
No, it's not. But he keeps rolling really low every time.
Oh my god.
See what I mean?
Yo,
He has never
Bryson.
broken. He has never broken out of a hold person. And
She's
I've
gonna
done
tell
it to
him to
like
kneel.
5 times.
Oh my god.
He does.
Oh no, it's the
God.
dog.
She
No.
steps on him with the pointy
No.
heels.
Carson is not having a good day today. What the fuck?
Ah, he's having a great day. All kinds of stuff is happening.
He's into it.
You know, at first I was worried.
And
Now
then I
I'm
was
not sure what to
petrified.
think.
I thought you were gonna be like, now I'm jealous.
A little bit because of the foot stuff, but
First time.
About
Wait,
to
what?
say-
He
She
walks
she
off.
just keeps
Confirmed.
stomping on him.
you forget he rolled foot stuff.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, he
I mean-
is.
You could ask. How's
Yeah,
your
but-
wisdom? Come here.
Here's to fail if you know what's good for you.
He's got low
Bro.
wisdom anyway. He doesn't even need to worry about failing.
Roll me wisdom. Come here.
All
She's
right,
got 2
effort.
feet. She'll just step on
Yeah.
you both and stand on top.
Good enough. Failed.
The fuck is going on right now? Girl, I'm all for it, but I mean, like, is this the time?
Yeah, it's the best time right now. Nothing's going on.
I mean, yeah, it's still Tuesday.
I mean, yeah, it's still Tuesday. Nothing's go. All right. During this time, you guys still make camp,
Oh wait, no, that one.
and you get another day of rest as this happens over the course of the day.
Yes.
When just walks away.
Giving you guys more time to get prepared to go out as the day turns to a eventful filled day of the sounds of
Fucking steppies.
That and fucking Bob getting killed.
She walks away.
the day turns into a weird day full of jungle noises, moans, and weird noises.
Oh right, we have a map now.
Oh, cool.
And then I imagine he can just minor illusion the weird like
Mhm.
pulse map. Is it like a topographical
Yes.
thing where he shows the? Okay.
Yes. What he shows you is a about 200-yard map of the jungle, various spots that show up where that look flat and aren't forest. And you can see a small town to your southwest.
Damn these URLs.
And we start off with the next day. You guys are fully prepared. The comms turned on in here, allowing you all to communicate through the radios that you have been given. Rations, camping supplies. And you will also notice that when you leave, the pod puts down a defensive barrier. Nothing goes in and nothing goes out. Unrest. What Trixie here? Lead the way, Chris.
Can I help you?
I
I'm
know exactly
fine.
what I like.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. This is crumbling.
Editor's note. Wasn't fine.
It was terrible, in fact.
All right. With your map and your senses to know where to go, you guys slowly make your way through the first path into the forest. And you find yourself here. As you push your way through the forest, you can see the tall trees, the animals jumping from tree to tree, the sounds of bugs and other animals clearing the forest, the wind blowing, but the mist still thick. You find yourself not able to see very far in front of you. The sounds of the rain pedaling down, and you enter what looks like a small town. Buildings crumbled over, the ground saturated, and everything in ruins. The road in shambles. The plants have overgrown the buildings. You can see vines like climbing their way up the sides, being the only support for anything that may have fallen. As overgrowth over the city takes over, and nature once again takes its rightful place.
Is the path obvious here?
Yeah, like you can see that there are like pathways and sidewalks that look like they've been here, but overgrowth and just kind of erosion have beat the shit out of it.
Is this a building?
Mm-hmm. What do you do?
We do be exploring though.
Mm-hmm. You can see tall buildings, small buildings. Each ones have succumbed to nature. Some are cracked out. You can see the windows broken from storm or weather in general. You can see at some point it seemed like this place was bustling.
The hell happened here?
Looks like nothing for a while, looks like.
True, this place must have been deserted for ages. You think this predates them trying to terraform?
I mean, it could be. It looks old enough.
Oh, it's interesting. Investigation.
So is there a bunch of white shit everywhere?
Yes.
Huh. Hey, maybe check to figure out what that is.
It's
like,
or is it like pollen?
Or ash?
First for Letty's thing. As you walk in the building, you can see where the plant life has kind of uprooted the floor, right? Like the vines and trees and the roots all kind of like along the walls. You can see where like the place, the inside of the place is covered in roots everywhere, vines. It seems like there's spider webs and shit everywhere. You walk in, and it looks like at some point this building was a Seems like it was a shopping building. You can see mannequins that have been overgrown by growth. You can see broken in cases and weather decayed clothing.
Is there any clothing that is what's it called? Like the most intact with? Is there anything that is?
You can see, you can find what looks like hats, like sun hats, things like that, and you will notice there's holes in the hat that are pre-made. Some are in the front of the hat, some are on the side, some are on the top, some are in the back.
My God, it's eye stock holes. Quinn will scan one of the most intact hats and then recreate it and look at it as a whole.
Okay.
Anything different about it? Can I tell what type of like fabric it is?
It's made of similar stuff you've seen before. Like it's like silks or straws or that like cardboard and like a cap cloth.
Hmm. So I'll give the building a once over and then start to move out.
But whatever the hats were for, it was for things that had horns or ears.
Hmm. Horns or ears. Definitely not eye stalks. Got it.
All right, who's next? Bob. Jesus.
He went down there.
He did go down there. I
shit.
saw that.
Bob went
Oh
quick.
my god.
Well,
Well, he was going like he went down this way. He was like
He found stairs and he wanted to.
Stay about there for now.
Bob teleported somehow.
Keon,
I have no memory of this place.
as you walk into this building, you can see like the top part of it has broken over and is now over here laying down where the overgrowth has just taken it over. But inside, you can see signs of fighting. There are marks along the walls of claws, slashes, what looks like bones have been just shoved into the wall with the skeletons attached to it. You can see the signs of very clear heavy battle scour the entire building. From the first floor to the third, it looks like whatever happened, they just came in and swept the place.
Is it possible to distinguish what type of damages there is? Like if it's from a human, like a weapon, or like a creature?
Give me a investigation to find what's there, and then give me a survival.
Oh boy. Nope. I'll throw the survival out there anyways.
Yeah. All right. You may not be able to find a lot, but what you can see just off of first glance, you kind of get the idea that whatever it was, it was not normal. You can see where, like, as you examine like the bodies you do find, the armor or clothing that was hit, you can see where it had cut it into the armor, and it quite literally melted it when it did. You can see various bodies have similar things. Like there's ones that have cut armor where it's like the shoulder down to the chest. There's a couple holes in armor that are just straight like through the chest, through the legs. You can see even a couple of bodies that were like the outline of a body that was quite literally just eviscerated into nothingness. And it's just that like chalk outline or that explosion outline of the body.
That's concerning. Just gonna continue to walk and take note.
Right. Fire. What do you do?
Just looking around to see if there's any loose tiles or anything.
Okay. Give me a investigation check. 20, all right. As you walk along, you get the sense you're kind of in like a residential type area, or, or, or even just kind of like I'd say a rest stop type area.
Okay.
You look around, you can see there's stalls to sit, there's places to rest. You can see what looks like might have been a water fountain or a place to get refreshments, things like that. And you see on the ground, as you look down at one of the tiles that's loose, it's barely like it looks like uh, someone may have pulled it up intentionally.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to it and pull it up the
Okay.
rest of the way.
As you pull it up slowly, you notice halfway as you kind of like pull it from the side, like you kind of lift it up just enough to see like a hatch door, and you see a rune.
A rune?
A rune. It is glowing a like vibrant, like bluish purple. You can see it's one huge symbol in the center, and then along the top of it, you can see smaller ones going all the way down about halfway.
Okay. Just gonna walk outside and look around and hopefully see Balthazar there. Hey, you.
He'll look up from staring at the white shit and be like, "Yeah,
You're the magic-y type person, right?
I, I guess, yeah."
Come look at this. I shall show him the
Confused
runes.
question mark above head as he walks in.
All right, kind of like as what Crescent found, or Poison found. You see the rune glowing, like it's still active.
So, because I have the eyes of the rune keeper, do I know what it is?
Rune Keeper just lets you read things.
Yeah, I understand all writing, apparently. I just don't know if it'd be considered writing. That's why I asked.
In this instance, it's not writing; it's more like just symbols that have been kind of thrown down.
May I Arcana check it, sir?
You can.
I'm very bad at Arcana right now. Those are some squiggly lines. Wouldn't touch them.
That's not very helpful.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's
He's gonna touch
really
the
not
rune.
a great time.
You touch the rune.
Yeah.
Okay, Balthazar and Pyre, give me a dex saving throw. Wow.
Wow. I rolled terribly.
I-
With advantage.
I think you just killed, and then whatever happens happens.
As you touch the rune, you see it glow, and its glow get like very bright. And immediately, you see from the wall here, and and in the center, blades protrude out
Ah.
for 6 points of damage to you both.
What type of damage?
It is slashing.
Okay.
Well, it's like slashing and piercing, but
Ow!
you see the blades protrude out, and in an instant, you see the blades are both serrated, and the blade itself goes out, and it's got like the serrated part of it is spiking out of the edges. So, like, if it were to be shoved into you, it would quite literally tear more as you're trying to pull it out.
Okay.
You can
Is
see
the
there.
is the rune still active?
No.
I'm gonna write down whatever symbol that rune was for later
Okay.
mention.
See, problem solved. No more rune. She's gonna open the hatch.
You open the hatch, just the rune.
I open the hatch. After the rune goes away.
Inside, you find what looks like a panic room type thing. You find the body of, or the skeleton of what looks like one holding a smaller one.
Well, this is grim.
You will also notice they have horns on their head. Protruding both from the side and or the front.
Huh.
Well, we have something like that back home, but don't know what they'd be doing here.
What are they used for?
Like Onis, and do you have yokai where you come from?
I'm from space stations.
Do magical people from Ori live in space stations?
A lot of people live in space stations.
He's honestly asking. So yeah, I guess that would answer that question.
There are people from all over, but none that I've seen.
Well, should we check the room and see if there's any information about why they were locked down there or stayed down there till they died? I imagine we're looking down into a room.
Yep.
Should we get the others? Or should we just head down?
Is it like a big room or?
It's not very big. Looks like it could hold maybe about 10 people, ish. But it's like big enough to hold them, but not really like for a long time.
I don't think we're gonna go anywhere in there. I can let them know though, for sure. Where is Bob anyway?
Bob's team.
He's all the way down there.
All right.
Oh,
Bob,
all right.
as you go from here, slowly making your way across like the roads, you can see the rubble from the sidewalks and like the buildings are just obliterated. You can see the roofs are off, so you can see pillars are cracked. And you make your way to this part. As you walk into the building, I want you to give me a perception check.
All right.
Do it one more time because you do know that you were being watched before, so you're kind of all like on that thing of like, I wonder if they're still there.
And because I don't know where Ricky Bobby is, he'll just be helping him because he's, I don't know where the bird is.
All right.
Fucking lost him again.
With the 15, Bob, as you go into the building and you kind of like explore, right? Like you're looking through all the hallways and the little side areas and making your way through, just kind of checking all the rooms. You find armor.
Oh, I totally need this as a moment.
But the difference is to the armor you've seen before and to this. The armor looks almost primitive compared to your surroundings. Like you see plate that is half cut that like barely protects the like actual like stomach, but it protects the chest. Um, you see weapons that look primitive. However, what you do notice is one of them is half flesh.
This stuff is ain't. Yeah, what the fuck?
You see one of them is made of a combination of flesh and some type of metal, but it looks almost like it was born with it. Like it's not like, oh, it was just jam packed and like soldered on. No, it looks like it
It
was.
doesn't look like his arm.
No, it looks legitimately like it starts at the top of the arm, and then as you hit the forearm, the skin grows onto the metal, like the metal is part of the skin.
It is skin. Is it alive?
It is not alive anymore. However, you do know it looks like a gun.
Huh.
You also see in one of the rooms a backpack with 2 holes at the top, and it currently has, and you can see it has 2 trumpets built into them, like shoulder cannons.
You know, come out here. And he's gonna be like, "Hey, found some shit."
How loud are you? Because you're like 200 feet away.
If he can see you, he's yelling.
Well,
Hey, excuse me. Yeah, I'm walking through. Hey, guys, excuse me. Hey, leaving. Thank you for the game.
Walking through here.
If you would move your legs, please. I'm trying to get through. Please. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, bye. Thank you.
are you
By the way,
walking here?
I'm walking here. That was a good exit.
Uh,
All right.
I guess after explaining what Tyre found, Balthazar would slowly walk down to see what his withdrawal symptoms probably having friend is doing.
Okay. Slow down.
Bob would point towards in. I think there's
Are-
shit in there.
Are you okay?
What? Yeah, I'm fine.
Why were you yelling in a strange
Well, I'm
place?
not walking.
I'm walking.
Are you sure you're okay?
He looks down at himself. Yeah,
All right. Is there something in there then?
guns,
Sorry, what?
guns.
All right, I'm gonna go look at that then because that might be helpful.
All right.
If you find anything else, do let us know, please.
I'll yell again.
I'll yell again.
As he walks out, he just says under his breath, "Oh God, I hope he doesn't break something to us." And then I guess he just starts looking around this place.
All right. Okay. During this time, Cat, Pyre, and Hayu, give me a perception check,
Let me in.
as well as Bob.
Let me in.
19.
Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and guidance myself.
Let me in. Okay.
It's fine. The person who just left has great perception.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
all right. Not bad.
Mm.
Sure. Grab you. And you. And we go. Or nope. Huh? As you guys explore through here, first and foremost, Balthazar, as you make your way through here, you see one of these. Quinn, as she is. Where's Quinn right now?
Being a bodyguard.
Quinn, being like right here, notices this. Watching from atop a tower over here.
Hmm.
So I just walked in and see a dog.
You did. Along with, let's see, Andromeda, you would also see that at the base. See these two at the base. Crescent, you see that one there
What? Where?
behind you.
The entrance to your tunnel.
He runs further down the stairs.
It's further down the stairs.
So which one? Do I see one?
Roll 19.
You
This
are
one.
inside though. Oh, there's one right there too.
As you guys wander about the city, the mist's still thick and hard to see through. Like the mist itself is again not part of this. You watch as the mist shifts and turns, and these appear one by one.
That's a lot of people.
Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Well, and then there we go. Much better. All right. And with that, as the mist in itself clears away just a little bit to reveal what has been what watched Poison, or what Poison assumes was watching him, or not Poison, Crescent, when he was eating the fish. You see what was really tracking you. A foul beast. For Amon has descended upon the city. And we'll fight him next time.
All right.
I'm the mag dump.
It's fine. Just got to have really high nature and animal handling checks, and then I have new demon puppies.
Oh my god.
If only I was
Actually,
playing a druid.
now think about it. Pyre was here. There'd be one here. Actually, two here.
Was it because I was in there too?
No.
Up, nerds.
Good thing I'm in this shrub or
Wanna
tree.
fight?
It's fine. You just get to punch them to death. You won't even notice.
But with that, welcome to season 2, bitches.
Man, look at all this dim light. I just get to free at will Misty Step whenever I want. Time to die.
For the session. And now I must return to working on mine.